This is Michael. This is Michael Scott Greco sitting with Mr. Brendan Joseph Kane, class of 2017 at Severian High School.
Hello.
So, Brendan, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Alright, I'm a 17-year-old. I currently attend Severian, like you just said. I'm a member of the speech and debate team at Severian. I used to be a member of the swimming team. I'm currently a member of the golf team. I really enjoy going to Severian. My entire family has basically gone to Severian, and it's been a really good experience.
Can you tell us a little bit about your adversity?
Growing up, I never really fit in because I had a speech impediment where I couldn't probably say the, and so a lot of kids just made fun of me, and it always made me feel like an outcast. So when I would sit down for lunch in middle school and grammar school, I would just sit alone, and it constantly got to me. I never really had any friends. I just got used to being alone. I got used to no one really caring about me that I would be like hanging out with. I just got used to no one caring what I said because of my speech impediment, and everyone just making fun of it.
Alright, Mr. Kane, how do you cope? How did you manage to get through all of this?
I just worked and worked and worked because...
How did you work? Define work.
Every night I would just go home and I'd be so depressed, and I would just go, I need to solve this. And so every single night I would go home and I would just constantly read. I would constantly read out loud. I'd constantly practice enunciating the, just so I could be able to pronounce just one syllable. And I'd do this for nights on end for almost 2 or 3 years. And I just kept doing it. Then I finally discovered that it wasn't just me. It was that I actually had a disability called having your tongue tied, where your tongue is attached more than it should be. Then I ended up getting surgery for that. And then it didn't fully solve the problem because I still had the old tendency of just pronouncing the as the. And so I had to work at that even more. And I had to continue working at it, just continuing to practice enunciation, just continuing to try to fix the problem.
Alright, now how has your specific adversity affected your mental state?
I'd say for a long time I was either depressed or borderline depressed. I would say that for a very strong period of my life, I felt as though no one that I went to school with, no one that I was really friends with, really cared about me, and that played a major impact on how I perceived the world and how I viewed others, because no one viewed me as worth anything. I just thought to myself, wow, the entire world is worthless.
Okay, so Mr. Kane, how has it affected your daily school participation, given that you're a high school senior?
I would say because I've overcome it, it really hasn't affected me. However, in grammar school, middle school, it really affected me because I never wanted to speak out because of my speech impediment. So whenever there was a question I wanted to ask, I would just sit there quiet. Whenever there was a question in class asked by a teacher, I would just never give the answer. I would sit there quiet, just scared to speak, and scared to speak my mind.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone that you specifically go to for help?
It was really more of a thing I just tried to do personally because
you didn't want to talk about it?
There was fear that people would judge me, that people would just view me as weak, that I couldn't solve my own problems, that somehow by having a physical disability that made me not be able to speak properly, I'd be looked down at by people who I asked for help.
Okay, because in the book Until Tuesday, Captain Montalban, he was coming back from overseas and knew the VA bureaucracy, and he was part of that. And Captain Montalban, he suffered PTSD, and he had some life-changing physical injuries. So this is ultimately going to bring us to the question is, do people actually help? Right now. Now that you've overcome your adversity.
I would say that depends on the people, because there are certain people that want to help you, that want to see you succeed in life. People such as your family, your friends. However, there are people that just don't care about you and just care about themselves, and those people truly don't want to actually help you. And so I have to say that in general, it's a mixed bag with certain groups that want to help and certain groups that just don't.
Is there any final phrase that you'd like to end with?
I guess the phrase would be, overcome.
Overcome, that's it.
Yeah, because
Because-
I think adversity is something every single individual can overcome, and something that you have to strive to overcome.
Like PTSD, or in your case,
Yes.
speaking.
Correct.
Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you.